Hey, good morning. It is 7:15 a.m. in the morning, and I just came in from getting a little bit of work done. This is a really quick little, little review on the 10X book by Grant Cardone, and so far, I mean, this guy, man, like, he really has opened up my mind to a lot of questions that I had since I was a young child. Like he's very in your face, very no nonsense, straight to the point. A lot of things that I thought when I was young, he talks about it, and this is what I like, is that in this book, the 10X books, he really confirms a lot of things that we were trained, and some of us were destroyed by our elementary school teachers. And so he talks about all of these traditional, old school, outdated ways of thinking. And he talks about how basically, if you want success, if you want wealth, if you want to be successful in whatever area it is that you're trying to be successful in, he talks about, giving massive action. And basically, one of the things I like about Grant Cardone is I think he is approaching 60, or he's already in his 60s. Like, the guy looks great for his age. What I like is the fact that, I would rather be getting sales advice or entrepreneur advice from someone who is already, he has wisdom. He's already at that age now where he learned a lot from his old, mistakes from his youth, his past. The guy, he had a drug addiction problem, which is very inspiring, because it's like to see someone overcome something like that, and to actually be able to come out with books talking about his life experience and talk about what works, what doesn't work. He talks about how people will tell you, you don't work too hard. And basically what he's saying is, like, listen, you're never going to get anywhere. Like, there's nothing wrong, like, with hard work. And so I listened to the audiobook about a few days ago, and it was very inspirational, kind of helped to supercharge my motivational levels. And so far I am on probably the second or third day of trying to apply the 10X rule. And I have to be honest with you, man, like, and I'm really trying, but I don't even think I'm coming close. Like, I feel like maybe I'm 2Xing or 3Xing, which makes me really feel like I need to get in that zone. I need to get more disciplined. So that's why I'm doing this video today. What I'm trying to do is I have another business that I do, but right now we have this video where I'm talking about 10X. The other videos, this morning was about, the essential oils on ishmaelscott.com, and so I'm just trying to get all of that done, and then right now I'm actually editing a video. So I'm trying, you know what I mean? Like, I'm taking those steps towards the 10X, and then not only that, but another way that I'm applying the 10X rule is through, for example, like my marketing. Like, one thing that I've never done, there's an old saying, like, if nothing changes, nothing changes, right? So and just listening to some of the entrepreneurs out there, like Grant Cardone, how they talk about, basically, like, if you are afraid to spend money, you will not make money. Like, wealthy people do not make money by holding on to their money. And so one way that I've applied and am applying the 10X rule when it comes to my journey on wealth building is that I know that, okay, if I spend X amount of marketing dollars, for example, I'm going to start 10Xing that. That's one way that that's one direction I'm going. Ty Lopez talks about, the tool belt, right? He talks about, building your business. It's not just one thing that's going to get you there. It's multiple things that you can use that's going to get you there. There's multiple different tools that you have to implement into your business to grow your business. So this is kind of like what I'm doing, coming from the personal training background and, being a competitive athlete. I know for a fact, if you're a fitness person, or you're a trainer, or you're an athlete, you already know it's not just one thing that's going to get you there. Like, there are multiple things that come into play when it comes to building an athletic body. It's not just one thing. It's supplementing, it's rest, it's hard work ethic. If you were in powerlifting like myself, having your foundation in all your compound power movements, right? So listening to, let's say, somebody like Ty Lopez, for example, he talks about having that tool belt. And it just clicked. I'm like, he's right. The same thing that I applied, when I was a competitive athlete, I had my tool belt. I had multiple things that I did to achieve the results that I wanted in a focused category. Let's say, for instance, if I wanted to increase in my bench press, for example, right? It's not just bench pressing. It's not only just bench pressing that's going to get me there. I need to be eating a sufficient amount of calories. I need to make sure I'm doing the right amount of sets. It needs to be repetition, right? There needs to be a day where, I might just have to, on the last set, just to throw things off, just burn it out, just one set till failure. I need to take the right supplements. I need to make sure I'm taking my creatine, right? What else? So all of these things, another thing is like working my shoulders, working my back. That's going to help me get a stronger bench press. So, I'm using those same tactics, and I'm understanding. I'm kind of seeing the big picture as an entrepreneur, like with what Ty Lopez says, and then taking that and 10xing that, trying my best to 10x that. So this is where I am on my journey right now. I'll probably, leave something about it in the blog. If you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe when you get a chance. If this gives you a little bit better insight on the 10x rule, give me a thumbs up on this video. This is just my personal review on the 10x book. Very good book. Super good book. Grant Cardone, I've subscribed to his channel. This is not like the only book of his that I have gotten. I've also gotten the Millionaire Booklet, which is also a really great book. And that's one book I highly recommend. So my next book is actually the Sell or Be Sold. So far, knocking out these books. I know I sound like I was gonna wrap this up, but I'm kind of running on. But I forgot to say, because I'm ADD, man. I don't know if I'm ADD, but I don't even like that word. How about I always get distracted, right? So what Grant Cardone was talking about in one of his other books, the Sell or Be Sold, or I think it was the 10x. He was saying that wealthy people read an average of 60 books a year. So I don't think I can 10x that. I don't think I can quite 10x that. But what I did with myself is I said, okay, I'm going to make a commitment to listen to twice as many audiobooks. So this is my quest. I'm going to listen to twice as many, and I'm going to dedicate myself and commit myself, like he said, to listening to twice as many audiobooks. So by the end of this year, starting from today, I should have listened to 120 audiobooks on business and personal development. So check back in. This is my journey. This is my quest to listening to 120 audiobooks. And by this time next year, from the date of this video, I should have at least, 120 reviews, because of what he said. wealthy people read an average of 60 books a year. I don't really have that many time. I don't think I have that much time to read. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to listen to 120 audiobooks and see how much I benefit from that. So follow me here, like me, give me a thumbs up, and stay tuned for some of the reviews on the other audiobooks that that I will be picking up and purchasing soon. Take care and have a great weekend.